He took the lead, he stayed there, and David Hill exits the chicane and wins the Japanese Grand Prix. And I've got to stop because I've got a lump in my throat.
And everyone here at Trevor Sports sends their deepest condolences out to the family of Murray Walker, who died today. Well, now here on Trevor Sports, it's time for all your Premier League action as we go down and join Trev Lynham for Match of the Day. Good evening. Seemed appropriate we didn't have our usually opening titles due to the sad news today, the passing of a great BBC Sports commentator and ITV commentator in Trevor Walker. So, the best thing we can do in his memory, while he wasn't an avid football fan, definitely the inspiration behind the channel. And let us give you something to inspire you for the rest of the day. Starts off with North London Derby as Tottenham Hotspur travel to the Emirates to fade Arsenal in what was an absolutely cracking game. And then controversy down at Ellen Road. Leeds United took on Chelsea. Two sides, no strangers to combat, and this game was anything but. And of course, we'll give you the roundup of all the other games as we look for the challenge for the championship as well as the fight to stay in the Premier League. We start at the North London, where Jose Mourinho used to have the wool over Arsene Wenger when he was manager. Things have changed at the moment, but Mikel Arteta has been struggling this season. Spurs, though, well, they've snuck in to potentially challenge for the championship. A win against Arsenal would be huge for them. As for Arsenal, a chance to get their season back on track. Your commentator for this one is Trev Motson.
Here we are, the match of the weekend. Spurs have sneaked into the title race. The 2 points behind Manchester United, but travel to their neighbours who are lying 10th and will be wanting to get a little bit of revenge after a 6-1 drubbing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium back in match day 11. 9 games to go. Every point is crucial, and bragging rights it is as well. Arsenal domestically can't win any silverware this year, but they might try and derail the current cup holders and perennial challenges for the league title. As I say, 2 points behind Manchester United at the start of play. And Spurs will be on cloud 9 after the last game, after Kane got a hat-trick, Son got 2 and Bale 1. Arsenal's goal scorer that day was Alexander Lacazette, who scored Arsenal's solitary goal in what was a very sorry display. And he lines up on the right hand side of a 3-man attack, which includes Emile Smith-Rowe on the left and Aubameyang in the centre. Saka, Partey and Xhaka on the midfield 3. As for Tottenham, well, all the goal scorers start as a front 3. Son with 2, Kane got the hat-trick and Bale with 1, and Ndombele, Ali and Weeds get a chance to see what they can do in the midfield area. So the North London Derby, Arsenal gunning for revenge, and Spurs do the double. Well, in the next 90 minutes here on Trevor Sports, we will certainly find out. Arsenal in the red and white to get us away then. Remember, Arsenal lying 10th with only 34 points, so they're not exactly mathematically safe from relegation, as the ball is played in there towards Aubameyang in the start, and that is almost the opening goal, and that would have been a great goal. And Aubameyang, who scored the winning goal at Turf Moor last week in the win over Burnley, breaks the Spurs offside trap from the very first moment. He beats Lloris, but beats the far post. What an opportunity for Arsenal to have the best of starts. And Ndombele, Reguilon. Still Reguilon does really well there. And Ndombele again. Ali and Ndombele. Then the chip in there towards Bale, and Bale might get on the end of it, and that's a great save from Real. Well, in the opening 6 minutes, they both had an opportunity each. Aubameyang at the start, and this latest attempt here from Gareth Bale. Little chip in there by Ndombele really caused Arsenal a headache or two. Bale hit it well, but Leno was up to the job. Tottenham corner. 5 minutes gone here in the North London Derby. Remember, Spurs 2 points behind the leaders, Manchester United. They're well inside that title race. Ball comes in, and And Ndombele, I think, had the shot and it was charged away. Son's corner. Not very good Arsenal defending. And in fact, I think Xhaka got in the way of it, as opposed to Leno saving it. Rob Holding for Arsenal. Hector Bellerin. Alex Lacazette. And towards Aubameyang. A good open field to the derby, just like it was at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, albeit a bit one-sided earlier on in December. Oh my goodness, the goalkeeper lost it and Smith Rowe couldn't finish it off. Oh my word. Well, it's not normal that Hugo Lloris makes mistakes like that, but he certainly did there, but wasn't punished for it. Bellerin, this time we were here, they played Chelsea at Christmas time and put on a great display, drawing 2-2. Showed some great bounce back ability that day, but here's Lacazette. Crossing there's a good one and a good header too, but Aubameyang's header straight up the reese. And the number 14 testing the Tottenham goalkeeper, ironically with 14 minutes on the clock. But what a North London derby this has been so far. Lots of great action and lots of thrilling attacking spells, and here's another chance now. Dele Alli's broken through and Son is there, and that's a great save. This North London derby is being played at 1 trillion miles an hour. No Portsmouth ref in this one. Great right-footed effort from Son, and Leno earning his money there with a magnificent save. .22 minutes gone. Ndombele up towards Kane, and he goes down. Referee not interested, and then another Tottenham player goes down. That time as a free kick. Referee was Johnny on the spot that time. He was fouled there by Emmanuel Smith Rowe. A little bit of inexperience there by the young teenage Arsenal man. Now Harry Kane, scored many North London derbies, goals in the past. Hat-trick in the last one. Can he score from this free kick? No. Hit the wall. Here's Ali from Milier's pass. Well played. And now Aubameyang has the ball here. Arsenal really giving it the roll in this opening 24 minutes, but Tottenham will not want to surrender here on enemy lines, because behind enemy lines, because they've got a title race to fight for. Arsenal really will want to try and launch a late assault if they can on the top 10, and here's Aubameyang with a big chance now. Oh, what a save. He's missed a hat-trick of chances, Aubameyang, in the opening 26 minutes. Second out for Arsenal. Thomas Partey. Aubameyang on the turn. Deflects. That surely must be Lloris's, but the defender takes it off his... And there, and a shot, and the goalkeeper, I don't know how he saved that. Well, we'll have to have a look at a replay to sort this one out. There's a bit of a mess up in there. Aubameyang gets through. That's the save from the goalkeeper. That's the first save, I think, from Aubameyang. And then the second save, goalkeeper and defender getting each other's way. Xhaka plays the ball in, and the goalkeeper diving the wrong way, sticks out a leg, and somehow manages to flick it away. And Ndombele, Kane, Son Heung-min, McGowan. Spurs one of 5 title contenders, along with the 2 Manchester clubs, Liverpool and Leicester City. Something like 4 or 5 points separating the top 5. This title race could go all the way. Free kick against Aubameyang, and the referee has promptly booked him for that. And Aubameyang was certainly the one who finished him off. And he's been confirmed as the bookie, although Hector Bellerin might have had something to do with it. Anyway, here's Winks with a free kick. Not a good one. Straight to no man's land. But Ndombele picks the ball up. Chips the ball out to Reguilón. And Holding can get that away for Arsenal. And Arsenal get themselves into all sorts of a mess. Ndombele's through. Sonny's through. He has to hook the ball back to Ali. And the chances well, for a second or two went. Winks now going forward. Ali's going forward. Ali shoots, and somehow he goes wide. I think he was slipping backwards as he hit it. There was 60,000 Arsenal hearts in mouths at that moment as Dele Alli shot. He slipped there as it was being hit there, but there's another look at the replay. Yeah, it just slips there a second and it just goes wide. 30 seconds gone in the second half. Still no score in this very lively North London derby. And Kane is in there for the cross, but it's headed away. It'll come out to Winks. Here comes Spurs attacking their own fans in the second half at the clock end of the Emirates Stadium. Regulin. Bellerin gets back there. Regulin should win the next ball, and he does. And Ndombele. Dele Alli hits it well. Oh, he's hit the post. Hit the post, and Ndombele can't keep it in, and Arsenal survive. Well, that's the closest we've come to a goal. The goalkeeper beaten this time, but the post to his rescue with that in the end there, and that saved Arsenal. And, of course, both teams having won 1-0 in their last matches. 1-0 to Arsenal at Burnley. Aubameyang scoring, and Lucas Moura was the Spurs hero at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in an hour win over Crystal Palace. But Tottenham really playing themselves into form with 9 games to go. This is going to be interesting. Son tries his luck and just clears the crossbar. Spurs getting closer. It's certainly been them on the chances created in the second half that's had the most of them. This is the latest one for Son. In fact, it was well wide of target as well as it being too high as well. Spurs just edging it in possession, as you saw there, 52 to 48%. And Ndombele now with 54 minutes almost gone, gets the ball in. Kane with a header, and that's not got in. It's side netting. I think one or two of the Spurs fans thought it had gone in, but it hit the side netting. I must admit, I thought it had gone in from my commentary position for a few seconds, hence the little pause, but then Kane realised it hit the side of the netting, and well, all was well in Arsenal's world again. But Spurs getting closer all the time. Look at that, 84% on the passing statistic. That is high standard of football if ever you see one with North London derby. Here's Kane. Son Heung-min trying an audacious attempt. It hits Holding and goes behind for the corner. 10 minutes of the second half played. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be. We're going to have some fireworks now in the next 35 minutes. It might be 0-0, but this, for a spectacle, has been absolutely superb. Free kick to Tottenham now in a very dangerous position. Moura's come on for Bale. Here comes the free kick from Kane. Good fist away by Nuno, but only found Sergio Aurier. And Ndombele, Winks. Ndombele again. Winks. He goes down. The referee says no foul, and Aubameyang had the chance to counter-attack, but the ball couldn't have been controlled. And besides which, there was three Spurs defenders outnumbering the one Arsenal attacker there. Dele Alli against Pablo Mari. Still Alli. Smith Rowe with a committed challenge, and again to deny Aurier a further sortie forward. Now Smith Rowe. It's Alderweireld picking them all up for Tottenham. Dele Alli now for Spurs. A good ball to Aurier, the right back. Up against Tierney, who's prowled him. Brought him down, free kick. Aurier gets on with it quickly. Spotted Alli in a lot of space in field. And Ndombele, good ball in there. Nice football between the lines. Son Heung-min! Oh, that's very close indeed. Full marks to Aurier. Saw Ali was in a bit of space there. And lovely pass and move from Spurs, and it ended with Son's shot just drifting wide. Doherty comes on, the man they got from Wolverhampton Wanderers. He's now on. We're now into the last 16 minutes. Can Arsenal hang on in there and deny Spurs a hefty, striking an hefty blow in the title race? They might do better. Pepe's cross. Aubameyang off. Well, that would have been amazing if you're a Manchester United or City supporter, Liverpool supporter or a Leicester supporter, if that had gone in, but it didn't, and Spurs stay alive. A chance from Aubameyang just a few moments ago was the first chance, real opportunity that Arsenal rather have created in the entire second half. Shows how dominant Spurs have been really as an attacking force. And here's Harry Kane! That's the breakthrough! Harry Kane's done it again! The man who wrote the hat-trick in December scores against Arsenal again here tonight! And what a crucial goal that could be, not just in the context of the North London derby and the destiny of the points, but how crucial could it be in the title race? The FA Cup winners lead in the North London derby. It was lovely football again between the lines. 1-2 pass, England Kane behind the Arsenal defence. Son Heung-min laid him in. Alderweireld to Son. 2 touches, pass through. Kane, first time left-footed. Bang! And Spurs are in the lead, and they deserve to be. 1-0. So Arsenal now are in big trouble. Willian now to Partey. They need something now, but Spurs is, I have to say, the midfield three have put an absolute treat for Spurs. Mourinho has pulled off another masterclass here. Kane to Lucas Moura. And Kane again! Brilliant save! Son goes in on the rebound. Away by Bellerin. Well, Spurs could and should have wrapped this up here. Lovely ball laid in. Kane, good shot, great save. Son, just a little slow there. And now Bellerin just to hook the ball out. Arsenal free kick. We're into stoppage time at the end of the game. Are we going to see one last twist here? Oh, good save. Header came in. Pablo Marie, I think, may have got the header in there, but it was a great take there by Lloris. We've played almost a minute of stoppage time. And Son Heung-min may be advised now to take it to the corners. Over on the far side where the Spurs supporters are, and see about this victory. Well, he's not taking it to the corners. He might think he can score. Yeah, Kane nearly did. Hit the post. Oh my goodness me. And then there was a foul in the build-up, and Ceballos is going to be spoken to by the referee. We've played nearly 2 minutes of injury time. This is what happened. The referee actually played a very good advantage, and it almost worked out for Tottenham as Harry Kane smashed the near post. In fact, he's not giving it. He's giving it as a free kick, in fact. I thought he's obviously put the ball, or put the play back. Kane takes the free kick. Kane will retrieve it again. And they're not going for the corners. They're going for the second goal here. We've played well over 2.5 minutes of stoppage time. And Dumbly now, Spurs all they have to do is keep possession, and they'll do the double over Arsenal. 6-1 they beat them at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in December. It looks like a single goal win here, and that's what it's finished here. And what a huge step Spurs have taken towards them maybe reclaiming the title for the first time since 1961. Harry Kane with the goal on 77 minutes. And they do the double over Arsenal, who played really well, but in the end, Tottenham's class really showed. And it's Spurs who take all 3 points. It's finished here in the North London derby, an exciting one. It's finished Arsenal 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Spurs are well and truly in the title race.
Well, that might just be the best 1-0 we have seen this season. Chances galore, but in the end the quality finishing of Harry Kane is completely enough to win the match. Now over to Ellen Road, and Leeds United and Chelsea was the big rivalry if you were watching football in the late 60s and all through the early to mid 1970s. Indeed, the most watched non-World Cup final game in England is Leeds and Chelsea in the FA Cup final of 1970. So will we have something similar to that, or will the modern game take us through it? Your commentator, and it's a pleasure to welcome back Trevor Gubber.
Leeds fell to defeat last time I was in 2-0 West Ham. Meanwhile, Chelsea were out to a goalless draw with Everton. Those results leave Leeds sitting in 14th place, 4 points behind Arsenal. Chelsea on the other hand is 7th, 10 points behind the Champions League places. Let's take a look at today's teams. Starting with Leeds United. Meslier is in goal, Ayling, Koch, Cooper and Dallas, Rafinha, Phillips and Harrison, Rodrigo and Clip behind Bamford. Struijk amongst the subs along with Shackleton, Huggins and Davis. As for Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea, as for Van Lampard's Chelsea is Mendy in goal, as Peliqueta, Zuma, Thiago, Alonso, Abraham is up front, Snedoy and Ziyech are just behind, just supporting him. Jorginho and N'Golo Kante are the holding role in the field. Mount just behind the strikers. Kevin Friend is the referee today as Leeds look to take on Fran Lampard's Chelsea. Should be a good game here at Elland Road. 9 minutes gone. Free kick, Phillips to Rodrigo, on to Harrison. Out wide for Stuart Dallas. Dallas into Matej Klich, on to Rodrigo, back to goal. Rodrigo with the shot, locked behind for an early corner for Leeds. With Norris from Marcelo Bielsa's side, and Leeds United force an early corner. Rodrigo's shot on the turn, blocked by Thiago Silva. Jorginho. Howard first Peliqueta now. Back he goes to Jorginho, early possession for Chelsea now. And now Alonso. Hudson-Odoi. Alonso's fouled there by Rafinha. Free kick, says Kevin Friend. Let's have a look at this. I think he just caught him just a fraction late, just caught him on back of his ankle very late there. Free kick, nothing more. Mount over this free kick. Alfred Bad doing some defending for Leeds as well. Into Kante. Now Mason Mount, whose shot is blocked out for the Chelsea throw in front of this West End. Alonso into Hudson-Odoi. He crosses in towards Abraham Moritz, just over the bar. Hudson-Odoi with a wonderful cross. Abraham got above Cooper, but couldn't keep his head down here at Elland Road, and Leeds United will be looking and be thinking that's a warning time for them. Here's Alonso now for Chelsea, wanted to try and get within 7 points of that Champions League places unless Man City pick up a victory today, which will keep them at 10 points. He's hoping to close the gap on Arsenal. As this ball's in towards Ziyech, headed clear only as far as Mason Mount. Bamford in there to win the ball back, well, Kevin Friend says illegally, and Bamford picks up a talking to. Automatically got a bulk in there, Bamford. He just watches again. Very late there from the man looking to try and get into Gareth Southgate's England setup. Mount and Jorginho over this. Free kick for Chelsea. He's about to take off of the wall, and Meslier claims nicely. He hit Rodrigo in the end of free kick from Mason Mount, and Meslier saw it all the way and was behind it and said, "Thank you very much, I've got this." Here's Dallas now for Leeds United. Coming forward, the Northern Irishman. Down the line, Jack Harrison, back into Stuart Dallas. Is Calvin Phillips on to Patrick Bamford. Bamford fouled on the edge of the box as he by Hudson-Odoi, yes. Rafinha looks to take this free kick quickly into Matej Klich. Trying to catch Chelsea sleeping here. Klich to Dallas. Harrison. Dallas again. Dallas again. Given away. And Chelsea can break here now. Tammy Abraham onto Mason Mount. Back to Abraham. And Mount's away. Is he offside? The flag stayed down. Mason Mount's the wrong goal. Hudson-Odoi in support. Callum Hudson-Odoi shots there by Meslier. And Cooper clears on this one. It's Abraham whose shot is blocked. Comes back. Cooper is away. Harrison in there to win the ball back. Dallas gets the ball clear. And Leeds survive. Chance for Tammy Abraham. Mason Mount got through. Sets up Abraham, whose shot was saved brilliantly by Meslier, who's then. So that shot was saved by Meslier. Abraham's shot was blocked by Cooper. Mount, still goalless if we've just joined us here on Travis Sports. As Abraham picks up back to goal, turns Melier with the save. Nice and comfortable save there for Ilan Melier, just 30 seconds into the second half. As he gets the ball in there from Mason Mount, and his shot is saved there in the end by the young French stopper. Recently turned 21. As Piliqueta, our for Ziyech, and the left for Abraham in towards Hudson-Odoi, who just manages to get that ahead of Leeds man. Harrison can't pick up. He's out wide with Piliqueta on this near side. His ball is blocked out wide to Jorginho, comes forward in towards Ziyech, turns, goes down Ziyech. Harrison back to Melier to clear downfield. Chelsea looking for a penalty there, not given. As Manfred wins the flick on but can't find his man. Now N'Golo Conte. Hudson-Odoi on to Tammy Abraham, back to goal, back to Hudson-Odoi, whose shot is saved by Melier and palmed away. Sure Dallas can get that, can he? Yes. And Dallas can clear for Leeds. Chelsea a lot of possession in the second half and chances, but Melier keeping Leeds in this. Leeds had a few chances themselves in the first half, but no real chances in the second just yet. Corner now for Leeds as Drew comes on for Abraham. Phillips to this corner, 57 minutes gone. Phillips with the corner in towards Jack Harrison in the back post. Here's Stuart Dallas now. Dallas picks up possession. Still going Stuart Dallas. Dallas inside the penalty area. Dallas. Stuart Dallas still going. They're giving away. Giroud picks up. Won by Phillips. Good one. Here's Giroud. Zuma. And Zuma's close is out for a throw to Leeds, which Dallas will take. Down the line is Rodrigo. Takes Click. Click has it again. Down the line for Rodrigo once more. Rodrigo into the penalty area. And for with the other side by Mendy. Comes back to Bamford. And Bamford has scored. What a goal from Patrick Bamford. The roof has come off here at Ellen Road. And just listen to that noise. Rodrigo with the ball in. Bamford is saved. It's anyway by Silva, but Bamford acrobatically finds it back in beyond Mendy, and the Chelsea stopper couldn't keep the effort out. What a fantastic kick from Patrick Bamford into the bottom corner. Leeds take the lead, and Leeds, under a bit of pressure in the second half, have finally scored against the winner play, I must say. Now Mount, Giroud, Phillips up to Bamford. Bamford as Piliqueta. Thiago Silva now. However, Pulisic. Thiago Silva once more. Hudson-Odoi just trying to get back into this now. Can Frank Lampard work his magic? All over the top. Headed away. Mount as Piliqueta. Now he's out as Piliqueta again. Dallas on there. Harrison on him as well. Guess managed to get across in. And it was goal! And it's in from Chelsea. It's a sub of Joe Giroud. It's equalised. And Chelsea we're behind for long. Jorginho through. Ziyech dressed Piliqueta. His cross was met by Jerome Mark to the back post. Where was the marking? Who should have picked him up? Let's have a look here. Dallas and Harrison did well against Piliqueta, but Ayling and Cooper should have picked up Olivier Giroud there. Either one of those two We're going to get my fault today. Here's Rafinha. We'll back for Leeds today. Rafinha. Now Ayling. Into Matthias Clay. Back into Rafinha. Time from Ren. For 17 million. There's Rafinha. He's shot his block. Of course he's blocked. To Matthias Clay. Now Dallas. Stuart Dallas. To Pablo Hernandez. What can the Spanish magician do here now? Hernandez. He can win a free kick. And what can my friend do here? He says a yellow card for Olivier Giroud. Because Zuma putting his in, trying to say hardly touched him, but if we watch here now, elbow in the face there, could have easily been a red. Giroud's a lucky boy. Now Cooper. Dallas. Pablo Hernandez. Ball over the top. Goes Rodrigo! Mendy with the save. Mendy clears long. Ziyech flicks it on. But Melier is there to claim. Robin Koch for Leeds United. Gives the ball away. Robin Koch to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Mason Mount. Ball through towards Olivier Giroud, but Cooper's there to tidy up. Captain Coops does it again for Leeds United to save the day. As now Bamford flicks on towards Rodrigo. Putting Zuma under pressure. Rodrigo. Zuma gets there comfortably in the end, and now Bamford trying to put Thiago Silva under a bit of pressure. Robin Koch and Luke Ayling trying to stick to their men as Mount plays it back to Silva. Up towards Olivier Giroud. Cooper ties it well, and now Phillips. Matthias Click for Leeds. Can Leeds get a winner here now? Rafinha. What can Leeds do here now with Rafinha? Down the line for Bamford. Patrick Bamford against his former club. Half for a third to Chelsea. Has completed same amount percentage wise, 87 to 87. As we come towards the final 2 minutes of this encounter, been an enthralling watch. Zuma, Ziyech, our first Piliqueta now. Leeds win it back, but Dallas commits a foul in doing so as Piliqueta waits and says, "I'm not going to take this quickly, this one. Let's get the men forward." Just a slight touch there from Dallas on as Piliqueta's foot. Man with the free kick. Hudson-Odoi off for Kai Havertz. Man with free kick. Jorginho heads away as far as Piliqueta. Conte. Pulisic over the top. Cooper back towards goal. Dallas gets a touch. Twitter push it behind for a corner to Chelsea. Leeds having to do some last minute defending here now. Jorginho to take the corner. That's with the most touches. Jorginho with the corner in. Headed away by Leeds. Rafinha can't pick up there. Leeds wanted to get everybody out, but they can't at the moment. Into stoppage time now. Not sure how many minutes is added. Surely if Leeds lose it here now, it'll be heartbreak for Marcelo Bielsa. They don't deserve to lose this. Leeds playing well. Won the ball there. The ball was won by Luke Ayling. Matthias Click. Referee doesn't think so, but Click, in his innocence actually say, not innocence. Let's have a look. Matthias Click, did he win the ball? Yes, he gets a touch to the ball. Free kick for Chelsea. Kevin Friend has just made this about him, especially if Mount scores here. So it was never a free kick. Mason Mount has scored. I do not believe it. Kevin Friend has made it about them. Mason Mount has appeared to have won it for Chelsea, and Leeds do not deserve that. Injustice there on Leeds. Never a free kick in the first place. Chelsea had a better chance in the second half, but Leeds have defended resolutely and do not deserve this cruel blow from Marcelo Bielsa's side. As our last half free kick may have just winning now for Chelsea. Cooper needs to get this ball forward. Please have to get anything out of this. Click or gave that free kick away unfairly to Cooper. Needs to get the ball forward, mate. Here's Dallas. Cooper, get the ball forward. That's it, Cooper. To Rafinha, who's just shredding outside position and that could be that for Leeds now. Pulisic to take this free kick. It is an odd done by Leeds United. Did not deserve to lose that. Bamford equalised, Leeds in front against his former club after Drew equalised, but then Mason Mount's free kick deep into stoppage time, winning for Chelsea. And Leeds fully deserved something from that game. They had more possession, Chelsea had more shots, but the chances that Leeds created today were brilliant. Full time, Leeds 1, Chelsea 2.
Well, controversy arose. Was that a fair challenge, or was that a challenge from behind? In the terms of legal football, it is going to the wire, but that's a discussion point for everybody here to work out. If you think that was a free kick, then leave a comment. If you don't think it was a free kick, then by all means, leave a comment. We'd love to know what you think. Now it's time to wrap up all the other games that have played today, and we start off with the chase for the championship. Manchester United hosted West Ham United. Manchester United's fragile lead at the Premier League evaporated in a frustrating afternoon in which they were held by West Ham United despite creating some of the best chances. Anthony Martial getting on the end of Luke Shaw's cross but unable to direct it the right side of the post. Manchester United continued to make chances but just seemed slightly flat on the day. Tony James's cross was again met by Martial, but a quite brilliant save, it has to be said, by Fabianski. Aaron Cresswell continued his odyssey to score from a free kick here on Match of the Day. On this occasion he was denied by the Manchester United ball. But towards the end of the match it was West Ham that created the better of the chances. Mikel Antonio jumping over Eric Bailly, finding himself one-on-one and finding the wrong finish, such to the relief of Dean Henderson. Manchester United were able to create one final chance, at least they thought that might be the chance to get the winning goal. Alex Tuanzebe found himself at the end of a golden opportunity. The finish wasn't quite to match. Manchester United held at West Ham in a frustrating draw in the rain. For Manchester United's rivals, a trip down to West London and an easy afternoon for them as they ran out comfortable winners. Raheem Sterling's delicate finish setting Manchester City off to a comfortable afternoon. A delightful finish here on the bank of the River Thames. And Manchester City were able to double the lead not long later on, where Bernardo Silva, great work, found Sergio Aguero, whose excellent skill found himself away past Anderson and was able to pick up Raheem Sterling, whose finishing at the moment is of the utmost quality. How the ex-English Liverpool and the Englishman will be delighted at that. And Manchester City were able to get a third goal in the second half when İlkay Gundogan, who did nothing more than sheer tenacity, burst through and had the early left-footed shot that beat Areola and put City 3-0 up. With that moves City right up the reckoning in regards to the Championship challenge for this season. A big win for them in what is an ever-opening Championship title race. And a great afternoon for Raheem Sterling. Not so much for Fulham. So Liverpool didn't know this, but if they were to win, a chance to go top of the Premier League was in order. So, up stepped Jordan Henderson. A captain's goal when they needed it most away at Molineux. After great work by Fabinho, played in Robert Firmino, brought in for Diego Jota on this occasion, Henderson went ahead and struck. But Liverpool need to be careful. A big away game to Borussia Dortmund awaits them in the week, and they'll know they'll have to produce much better defending than this, where Adama Traore burst through all the way through to Pedro Neto, denied by an excellent challenge by who else? By Jordan Henderson, of course, who had a fine game. Liverpool were able to wrap things up where Fabinho's excellent through ball played Divock Origi that beat the offside trap, and then Cooley slotted the ball past Raul Patricio to beat him and put Liverpool 2-0 up. but it wasn't to be it for Origi. He was able to get a second. Henderson again in his fine game won a robust challenge, but a perfectly fair one, all of the ball. Cooley played it for Origi that stabbed the ball home to make it 3-0 to Liverpool. They've had a real rocky 2021 at the moment, but somehow, some way, the defending champions find themselves at the top of the Premier League. Leicester City were at home to Sheffield United, and it was a chance for Leicester City that have fought their way into the title race to continue going. But they definitely want to keep their front three perfectly fit. Harvey Barnes' cool finish opened the scoring for Leicester City. Leicester themselves do have a proven record in a world-class goal scorer at the moment in Jamie Vardy. When Castagna was brought down after a horrible challenge by Baldock, the referee pointed to the spots and up-stepped who else, Jamie Vardy, to hit a cool calm penalty past Aaron Ramsdale, who was completely rooted to the spots. If Leicester can keep Jamie Vardy fit, there's half a chance of them getting Champions League football and maybe more. Yuri Tielemans got in the end of a Leicester City corner to double the advantage and to make all the points safe for them. A great result for Leicester, who've put in some fine performances recently and their form has really picked up. Winners by 3-0, a great result for them, but for Sheffield United it is yet another game with no points. West Bromwich Albion versus Crystal Palace was really this afternoon's relegation 6-pointer, and Dianga got the opening goal for Sam Allardyce's men. Away from home, up against the odds, you wouldn't know that from the centre forward's finish. Excellent strength to hold off Kouyaté and a left foot that really was like a traction engine. And then it became 2 not long later after an excellent cross was met by Dianga. He was able to head the ball home. Robert Snodgrass, the provider, and what an afternoon he would end up to have. Sam Allardyce has said in this situation it is about making the absolute most about what you have, and that may be the case that perhaps this is something Crystal Palace are lacking, but they were able to make themselves a chance. A great bit of officiating when play was allowed to go on, Batshuayi able to finish. Now normally this would be the case in which West Brom collapsed, but Sam Allardyce has them digging deeper than they've ever known before. Matis Pereira played him Dianga again, who found himself one-on-one with Vincent Gaeta, managed to hit the post from there, but then look at this from Robert Snodgrass. Former West Ham man, a victory over Crystal Palace can be never underestimated, as the East Londoner definitely has something over the South London side. Snodgrass celebrated 3-1 to West Bromwich Albion, a huge win for them in the relegation battle as they look to fight for their survival in the Premier League. The big South Coast derby between Southampton and Brighton pulled up an interesting result as Brighton ran out quite comfortable winners in a game which got off to a start, but thankfully Brighton, well, they've got Neil Maupay who can step up to the mark. He was able to get on the end of a brilliant original save by Fraser Foster and give Brighton the lead. And Brighton played some fantastic free-flowing football. Basuma played him at Maupay again, had the strength to beat Benanak, and a light finish that went past Fraser Foster. Definitely one the goalkeeper won't want to see again, but Brighton 2-0 up. Brighton's first win in the Premier League season was at home to Southampton, and the short trip along the A27 definitely showed as they looked much more comfortable. Trossard able to finish coolly and calmly and put Brighton 3-0 up. As for Southampton, well, since they went ahead and shocked the world earlier on at the start of 2021, they've really struggled for their form, and it showed where James Ward-Prowse won a penalty, and the substitute goalkeeper Robert Sanchez was brought in and made an excellent save. Definitely summed up a poor afternoon for Southampton, a brilliant one for Brighton as they bring themselves right back in contention for Premier League survival. Burnley travelled away to Everton, and Goodison Park was all about one moment and one mistake in the end, and it fallen in the fault of Jack Cork. Failing to clear the ball straight away, Gylfi Sigurdsson took full advantage and fired the ball past Nick Pope. In a game which lacked a lot of chances and opportunity, that was what settled it in the end. 1-0 to Everton as a result. Problems for Burnley as they find themselves slowly slipping towards a relegation dogfight. Aston Villa took on Newcastle United and it was settled by a single goal. A quite brilliant free kick by Jack Grealish. Spider camera capturing the moment quite brilliantly. Excellent free kick over the wall, Grealish showing his talents as the Aston Villa skipper shines for them. It was enough to see a 1-0 win away from home, and it keeps Villa in real contention for potential of Europa League football. here, all the roundup of week 29 of the Premier League. 3-0 was the most popular result, happening 4 times today, but 1-0 perhaps produced the most exciting game. Maybe the goalless draw was the most significant. Bottom half of the table, Fulham have leapfrogged Sheffield United. Brighton are within touching distance. West Bromwich Albion, well, they're creeping ahead, but Crystal Palace and Burnley look to be just ahead of the pack in the chase to stay in the Premier League. Leeds United are there or thereabouts. Wolves and Southampton and Newcastle might feel that a couple more results for them and they're out of the scrap. As for the top of the Premier League, it's all change with 9 games to go. Liverpool have gone a point ahead of Manchester United. Tottenham Hotspur move their way up to 3rd place ahead of Manchester City. Leicester City remain a point behind them. Just 3 points now separating the top 5. Coming up this week on UEFA Champions League Sports Night, we have got the 2nd leg of the last 16 times to bring you exclusive highlights. The English Challenge continues. Dortmund hosting Liverpool, and Chelsea and Manchester United at home to Lazio and Krasnodar, respectively. Plus, we'll bring you all the other goals from the rest of the game and the full recap and the draw for the quarter-finals. Speaking of quarter-finals, match of the day is exclusively going to focus on the FA Cup this weekend, and it's including the big game between Liverpool and Manchester City as the quarter-finals of the Cup take all precedence, so they should. Well, it may be a sad day for sports commentary, but it's a brilliant one for Premier League football here on Trevor Sports. The Championship Challenge is heating up. Liverpool have taken the advantage, and it's a 5-way fight for the death. Heck, it's a bit like a Formula 1 race, this. Good night.